They have minerals, but they cannot do anything with it. Therefore, let us, the whites, go to Africa and pick what we can pick and leave what is not of use. Poverty is a disease to the whites, but to the black, it is very normal. Look at what is currently going on in Nigeria's National Assembly. Legislators amending the constitution to favor themselves at the expense of 200 million Nigerians. Are you with me? Majority of these legislators are treasury looters who are intellectually barren, but using the ill-gotten wealth to oppress the citizens of that great country, Nigeria. What a shame. They cried for independence, but have failed to rule themselves. For sure, being Africa is a very untreatable disease that even prayers are not enough. The worst tragedy in Africa is that if you dare stand up and speak up for what's right, you might end up regretting. The few wise and open-minded Africans who have tried to educate these fools about civilization have met the worst. They have been pushed hard on the wall. They have been silenced, and others have been killed. I mean, just check what's going on in Rwanda right now. Google what's going on in Rwanda right now. Before I finish, Donald J. Trump says, let me tell Africans that before you jump and call me a racist, an anti-blacks, or whatever term you might wish to use against me, first tackle runaway corruption, dreadful terrorism, tribalism, poverty, unemployment, disease, illiteracy, ignorance, and inequality that have put your whole continent on the verge of collapse. Hate me or love me, I don't care. I know this is the plain truth, which will never see the light of day to the cowards that are afraid of being told as it is. This is Donald J. Trump, signed Donald J. Trump. Well, if you know the organization called Rise Up Africa, I love that organization. They were the one that posted this, and I got it from Scooper, and I'm sharing it with my followers here at One Voice Africa. You can check it up. It is sad, but it is the truth. Reading Donald J. Trump's word to you, the way that I did, I imagined that I could imagine his facial expression. I think in all of his aggression, this man sincerely loves Africa. He just can't get it. He can't understand. Why are princes striking and servants riding on horses? Why would a people so blessed yet stricken with poverty? While I read in the news that there are Africans there living below $2 a day, I laughed. Because sincerely speaking, $2 in Nigerian naira is almost 1,000 naira. I know people who don't spend 200 naira a day, far less than $1. I know. I have seen people. Right now there's a lockdown all over, especially in Nigeria right now. There are people who just can't afford to sit back at home. They can't sit back at home because if they do, their families will starve. I sincerely feel bad for Africa. But again, our organization here at One Voice Africa, we have signed up to always look out for the positive vibes of Africa, for all that is good within this space, and put them out on the media so we don't have the one-sided story. Like Chimamanda said, we don't want the world to see Africa in the light that Donald J. Trump just described. As much as what he just described is what is truly going on, I want to tell us that there are good Africans out there. And there are people fighting for the struggle of Africa right now, all over, scattered all over Africa. But for as long as we have our voices disintegrated, broken and shattered from different parts of the world, without the strength of unity and oneness, that all of this struggle will mean nothing. Let's liberate this continent. Let the leaders of Africa understand that we must begin to take initiatives and responsibilities for our future as Africans. We can't afford to sit in this darkness and leave our world in shatter and utter darkness the way that it is. Once again, my name is Ada Ayegba. Think about the words of Donald J. Trump and make that adjustment eternally.
One Voice Africa.